This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.
Well, you might ask or wonder what are the facts you need to know about Medicaid and in-home care. Our expert in elder law, Gary Price, is here to give us that information. And it's so interesting that that's what we're talking about. I have two friends right now who are in that. It's going to happen, and now what do you do?
Yeah, well, you know, just to kind of begin that conversation, everybody knows about Medicaid assistance when you need to go into a nursing home.
Right.
You're either going to get Medicaid assistance or you're going to pay private pay. And so eventually, if you start private pay, eventually you're going to need Medicaid assistance. What people don't know a lot of times is that Medicaid will also pay for in-home services. So you can get the services in-home and Medicaid will pay. Now, to do that, you have to apply and become eligible for Medicaid, just like you would if you were going to apply for Medicaid assistance going into a nursing home. So you still have to go through the same steps, the same process of eligibility, all that's the same. However, the idea or the objective is to grow old, as Medicaid would say it, to grow old in place. Said another way,
that's a wonderful way to say it.
In home.
Yes.
Versus growing old in a nursing home facility. So that's the objective of the in-home services paid for by Medicaid.
So what's the first step? Is the first step that the doctor recommends you can do this at home, and here are the therapies you can do at home?
Well, yes, that's helpful, but actually, when you begin the process, there will be a caseworker, a state caseworker, that will come interview you and look at the services that are offered and develop what's called a plan of care for you. And then that's approved by the state. And then once that's approved by the state, then you are able to take advantage of that plan of care once you're eligible for Medicaid. So once it's approved by the state, then we apply for Medicaid. Once that's approved, and this sounds like a long drawn-out process, but it really isn't. Lately, a few weeks, we get through that first part with the plan of care, and then a few weeks later, usually we can get the Medicaid started.
In your experience with it, Gary, how much time you talked about getting it approved, so is it the diagnosis first, and then I still don't understand what happens from that moment when you know you need it, and what if you needed services before you got approved?
Well, then, if you needed services before you get approved for Medicaid, then that would be private pay.
That'd be private pay.
That would be private pay. But the medical diagnosis isn't necessarily as important, because the caseworker is going to come out and talk to you and interview you, and what services, what can you do for yourself and what can't you do for yourself. And so you'll answer those questions, and from those questions and answers, you'll get approved.
That is so interesting. So, in your experience, what are some of the conditions that are most common that cause people to apply for this service?
Well, assistance in personal care is always the first line of questions. Now, getting dressed, bathing, that sort of thing. But assistance doesn't mean you need someone physically there helping you. A lot of people can do that, but they need someone there just in case. So maybe in the next room, but available just in case.
In case you need to get up out of the chair or make it to the bathroom.
Or in the process, you have a problem, or you fall, or whatever the case may be.
All right, well, that's good. We all face it, we all do.
That is true.
So let folks know how they can get your book.
Yeah. It's the in-home care is discussed in the book. Just give my office a phone call, 812-475-8444. We send you a free copy.
Thank you, Gary, as always.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Local Lifestyles right after this. Please stay with us.
This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.